On Friday, March 8th, 2019, I started getting this severe headache. I didn't pay much attention to it because I thought it was just a migraine. But it wasn't until Tuesday, March 12th, that things began to escalate. I was getting a very hard, sharp pain in my head, and my temperature was so high. But then, about 2 hours later, my temperature would drop and I would sweat all over on my bed. Sometimes I would wet a whole big towel, and it would all just be sweat. And this was happening in the afternoon. So I'll wake up in the morning feeling healthy. Then in the afternoon starts around 12, and probably around 2 to 3 p.m. I'll sweat and go back to normal. Around this time, I was doing interviews on national TV and radio stations for being a part of the Total Startup Challenge winners. So I would appear on TV in the morning, very lively and happy and bubbly, and then right after I get to my hotel, I would be in severe pain that I cannot describe, and pain that I would not wish on anybody, not even my worst enemy. So on Thursday, March 14th, right after one of our interviews, I decided to see a doctor. After several tests were done, I was diagnosed with malaria. So I went back home to Kumasi to take care of myself and stop the interviews. Well, on Wednesday, March 20th, things were getting even more worse than it started. So I was rushed to the hospital around midnight, and after, this doctor was so heartless, and I can't even describe the feeling that he gave me. I feel like people shouldn't be doctors unless they want to be. In Ghana, some parents try to force their kids to go into certain professions that they think will make them money. So we end up with people who don't really care for people. Anyway, this doctor disregarded my concerns and anything that I had to say, and told me I still had malaria after he did the test. So I couldn't argue. Anyway, I came back home with more malaria drugs and still going through pain, more and more pain each and every day. So on Friday 22nd, we went to a different doctor, or let me say a different hospital. When I got to that hospital, the doctor didn't even care about anything else, but he just wanted to administer IV fluid because I was losing so much water and I was super dehydrated. And according to him, if he didn't take care of that aspect, something bad could happen. So he didn't even test me. He just put water on me and gave me malaria shots. More malaria shots. Like, geez, could somebody just figure out what was going on? But no. Well, he sent me back home. And at this point, I was hopeless. I was helpless. Everybody around me didn't know what else to do because we had gone to so many different doctors who kept saying I had malaria and kept giving me malaria drugs, and things were still getting worse. So, Wednesday, March 27th, 2019. I would never forget this day because this is the day that I saw death. It might sound, I don't know how this sounds, but I was laying on my bed. It was in the morning. And meanwhile, all this time, let me go back to a few, all this time I wasn't able to eat or drink or do anything because I was vomiting at least 6 times a day and using the bathroom constantly. I stayed in the bathroom because I was either using it or vomiting. And I wasn't able to sleep at night because if it moved from afternoon to the night. No, actually I was still getting some headaches in the afternoon, and then at night it was terrible, horrible. I don't want to explain what I went through, but let's go back to Wednesday, March 27th. This day I was laying on my bed and I was at my lowest point in life. Like I was lost. I was done. And I remember I got in this realm. I entered this realm. And up to this date, I can't figure out if it was just an imagination or a thought or whatever it was, but I could not control it. And I am a firm believer of, whatever you think in your mind will happen. And so I'm always in control of my thoughts and everything. But this particular thought, I could not do anything. I couldn't even move my body. I couldn't experience. It was like I was out of here, and all I could see was my casket, me laying in my casket, and people crying, and the venue and everything. I saw everybody's face. I saw the feeling. I saw the pain through my family's eyes and my loved ones. And at that point, it was like, man, like, is this really about to happen to me? But thank God, like, I got back into my senses. So I gathered all the energy that I had and I walked to my father's church and asked the pastor to pray for me. After the prayers, I felt better emotionally, but physically I was still in pain. So on Friday, March 29th, we decided to go to another doctor, and thank God for this doctor. He did some tests and diagnosed me with typhoid. So all this while I was going through all this pain because of typhoid, and people were telling me malaria, or just probably assuming malaria because of the symptoms. So anyway, I was taken care of. He gave me a bunch of antibiotics, and I got better. I went back for a checkup, and on April 8th, I still had it in my blood. On April 16th, I went back for checkup. I still had more ways to go. May 5th, I went back for checkup, and I still had more way to go. But today is June 16th, and I'm so happy and grateful to say that I am feeling much better. I am doing well, and I'll be turning 24 soon, so I'm definitely grateful that I'm still alive. I went through a very traumatizing experience, something that I never thought I would experience in my life. When I was going through it, I would pay anything just to feel normal again. over the course of 2 months, well, let me say, 2 months, I took over 260 pills. That was the average pills I took. And, it gave me other side effects that I will talk about in other upcoming videos. But this experience really changed the way I look at life. It has dramatically shifted my view of life. But I'm doing this video to, introduce you to a new channel or a new YouTube channel that I have decided to create. I've always, loved YouTube and started a YouTube channel even a while ago, but I wasn't really active, and I didn't have a focus on exactly what I was going to talk about. But this time I'm doing this, and this YouTube channel is going to be focused on living a holistic lifestyle. And when I say holistic lifestyle, it means finding natural ways to care for your body. And that means, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, we need to take a more simple approach towards life. Thai food comes from contaminated food or water usually. And I do admit that when I got to Ghana, I wasn't paying much attention to what I was putting in my body. I have been aware of what I put on my body, and so I've been using, only natural products on my body. But I was forgetting to take care of what was inside my body. And so after this experience, I vowed to treat my body with respect and integrity, because our bodies are temples. And so we need to take good care of our bodies. And remember, this is the only tool you have to live in this life on this earth. So if you don't take care of your body, if you don't live a healthy life, if you don't exercise, if you don't eat right and take good care of yourself, you will do wrong to your body, and very soon your body may not be able to take care of you. It doesn't matter how smart you are, how intelligent you are, how wealthy you are. If your health is not important to you, then you're not going to live a good life, or you're not going to live long. So join me on this journey. I'm inviting you to like this video and subscribe to my channel as we tackle topics with health, self-development, and finding natural ways to heal our bodies. I'll also give you a personal look into my life and businesses and how successful things have been for me. Also, my father has diabetes and my mom is mentally ill, and I've, over the past few months of me being in Ghana, the main reason was to take care of my dad, and he's doing much better because of the treatment and everything else that together with loved ones, what we've done naturally and also medically. So I'm going to share with you tips on how to naturally, heal diabetes, or try to maintain a good health. Not only diabetes, but a lot of other chronic diseases can be prevented if you live a healthy lifestyle. So if you don't want to get older and get all these different diseases and things that you have to live with for the rest of your life, and follow me on this journey, because I will reveal to you all the secrets and wisdom that nature has, and I'm gonna put it all out there. And speaking of mental health, it's very important for us to take care of ourselves mentally, because this life is full of so many things that can stress us out and make people feel depressed, make people feel helpless, and all these things are things that I've been through before. So I'm happy to share and to help other people heal. And well, I cannot end this video without expressing my sincere gratitude to my partner. He was there every single step of the way. He never left my side. And you know, he took me to all the doctor's appointments. He cooked for me. He took care of me, did everything to make sure that I get back to normal. And those were early days of us dating. So, you know, anybody could have left, anybody could have just walked away, because who wants to deal with such a burden? I mean, emotionally, it was traumatizing. I could see it from his eyes. He was traumatized, and I could only imagine what he went through. So thank you, Nana. I love you. And to end this video, I want to urge you to find things that give you joy, and only do things that you feel like doing, because life is too short. Don't get, you know, pressured into doing things that you don't want to do. Don't look at what people are doing online. Don't let none of those things, you know, scare you or intimidate you. Life is supposed to be simple. Life doesn't have to be so complicated. So if you just take a look at yourself and, you know, only do things that make you feel good. So again, please subscribe to this channel. I'll be doing videos every week, and I'll be showing you things that you can do naturally for a healthy lifestyle. So thank you for sticking with me. It's been a journey, and this video has been really long, but I'm glad that you listened to this point. And it is my prayer that whatever you're going through in life, close your eyes, because my eyes are closed right now. I pray that you get healing in whatever aspect that you're suffering from, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, whatever is going on in your life. I pray that you feel the power of God in your life. And I pray for blessings. I pray for favor. I pray for love, joy, peace, and health, good health for you. Thank you. And I will end this video here. I'm alive. Don't worry, I'm not dead. I'm alive. But I will make sure I never get to that point in my life until the right time comes.